Hi guys. Thank God it's Friday. How are you all doing? I hope you're enjoying your Friday. I hope you're in that Friday mood and getting ready for your weekend excitement. I certainly am in Friday mood. I've had a very hectic week and I'm looking forward to this weekend because I intend to do a lot of resting. It's a brand new edition on a series view, and you're welcome to my channel. My name is Esiri Ochuko, and as always, it's a pleasure to host this space where I talk about Big Brother Titans and all of the intrigues of the show. I'm so glad to bring this particular news. I have been itching to talk about Khosi and Yemi since the drama of this Yemi ship started this week, but I have been patient. I've been holding myself. I have been restraining because I wanted the gist, I wanted the information, I wanted the intrigue to thicken before I show up. That's how I like to do it. So, yes, 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 let's get right to it. Welcome back. Please follow the instructions you just listened to. Like, love, share, mostly, most importantly, subscribe and follow. Depending on what channel you're watching me on from, please subscribe and follow. Now, let's get into it. Guys, when I saw Kosi kissing Yemi 3 nights ago, my heart sunk, like my heart broke. I didn't expect to see that happening. Kosi had succeeded in pulling herself away from all this messiness that Yemi brings. She had found her own space in the house. She was getting closer to her partner, Miracle, and they were forming a thing. During their presentation the other day at that war presentation, something, I saw Miracle Miracle expressed his feelings for her in a kind of way, and everybody laughed. It was kind of sweet, the things that he said, introducing his feelings for her and using that to kind of share his role in his task, to perform his role in his task. And he did a beautiful job of that, if I say so, right? And I could see that Kosi felt flattered. I could see that. And I could also see that Yemi felt very pained. Yemi felt really pained about the fact that Kosi had found herself someone else who cared about her and a possible sheep. Why do women do this? Why do we do this to ourselves? You are seeing a road, you're seeing a pathway out of messiness, out of unnecessary drama, and you find your way back to that drama. What is attractive about this toxicity? Why is Kosi out there kissing Yemi? 3 days ago when I just kept, why Kosi? Why? Just why? Why? No, don't do this. Don't go back. But she did go back. She did go back, guys. And I knew there was nothing good that could come out of that decision. I mean, I needed nobody to tell me. Yemi has a wandering eye. Yemi has an eye for the forbidden fruit. What he can get becomes basic. What's out there and he hasn't gotten is what's most important. Kosi is a beautiful girl, beautiful body, smart girl. She's sweet, she's subtle, she has an amazing personality. She's warm, guys. Kosi is really warm. In addition, have you seen that girl? If you see that girl exercise, you know that she's got hard work built in her. She's got discipline built in her. And that kind of girl is formidable and should be with a guy who understands and respects everything that she's about. Let's address a particular issue here. Some of you might come and say, oh, please, she had a 3-year relationship, blah, 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 and she left all of that and within 48 hours she was with another guy. Yes, I have done a video about that and I talked about that already. But this isn't about that, guys. Let's say this house is a life of its own, right? The Big Brother house carries a life. It carries a life of its own. When you go in there, you have to live life as you meet it on the inside of it. And in this bubble, Yemi and Khosi decided to be each other's persons, decided to be each other's intimate partners. Yemi knows this, Khosi knows this. The only person who is stepping out on that agreement is Yemi. You don't see Khosi going about with other guys fooling around. They have said, yes, you can have friends, you can have all of that, you can gist, but when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to stuff, that should be left for us. But does Yemi respect that? No. Because the other day, right that the other night, 3 nights ago, he was kissing Blue Ava. He was kissing Blue Ava outside. And then 2 nights ago, Yemi appears in Khosi's bed, whispering sweet nothings into her ears.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie.
So this whole time, Khosi is kissing him. He's telling Khosi, oh, I miss you, I miss us. Miss you, miss us between when and when? Between in 24 hours when you were flirting with Blue Ava? Or is it when, after the Saturday night party, Blue Ava and yourself were grinding in the lounge area, in the indoor lounge area, much to Khosi's view? Like, you guys, we're not even talking about love here. Even if Khosi is a girl that Yemi likes, he should not be able to do this to someone he just likes. Someone you like, and you are talking and you're getting to know each other, and you've kissed and you've said certain things to each other about, you've shared certain things with each other. You should not be able to sit right there the way he was sat that day that I watched, and Blue Ava came in a pink skirt, short skirt that was showing her butt cheeks, and she sat right on his groin area. Yemi held on to her waist, and she was grinding on him, and Yemi held that on. And Khosi was in the lounge. She saw it happening. You should not be that. You should not express that much disregard. You should not care so little. But he didn't care. So at what point did Yemi start missing Khosi? Because this I miss you, I miss us. When did the missing take place exactly? When did it take place exactly? Now he's in her bed telling her that he misses her. He's kissing her and all of that. And boom, that happened the night before. And by the next morning, before Khosi could even catch her breath, he's doing this with Blue Ava.
This is the signature. What is kind of like keep seasoning?
Like seasoning but
Oh.
But you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. You should you should ask him. I don't know. I don't know.
Go to the call me if you want.
Don't.
I'm joking. Call me. What do you do like? Go for the call me. I'm joking. What? I'm joking.
Make it make sense. He's doing that with Blue Ava. You look so beautiful. You're so fit. You're giving. He's pulling her towards himself. I like this. He's talking about her eyes. Hey, good. And later that day, he's doing this with Blue Ava.
No, they should just remove it or fix it.
Yeah, I don't
Because
even feel like
it's not now. It's not giving. It's not giving. It's the right things.
all right things.
The right things. The right things.
Were they about to kiss before that voice was coming up the stairs? You see, guys like Yemi don't stop. And this is what women just need to understand. Guys like Yemi don't stop. This is what they're going to do. They do not respect relationships, period. They do not respect the women. They don't respect women, and they don't respect relationships. Their mode of interacting with women is sexual. That's their own. They don't know how to interact with women outside of a sexual manner. It's a sickness. It's a perversion. Something is wrong with it. If Yemi is not attracted to Nelisa, he's going to be attracted to Blue Ava. If you take Blue Ava and Nelisa out of the house, Yemi is going to be attracted to another woman. He's never ever going to just be okay with one woman. But you see what pisses me off with this? A Yemi will not come out and say, look, I'm polygamous in nature. I don't like having what's it called, monogamous relationships. I prefer having open relationships. He will never come out and say that to a girl. No, Yemi won't do that. Yemi will promise a girl a kind of monogamy that he knows that he has no intention of fulfilling. And that is what irks me about stuff like that. Why would you do that? Knowing fully well that your eyes are going to be all over the place. Like, this guy is not even doing these things behind Khosi. He does this in her face, in her front, and he is never holding himself accountable for his actions. Yemi would gaslight from here to Timbuktu. He would gaslight Khosi. Oh God. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So that morning, he was already hanging around Blue Ava in that manner. By late afternoon, maybe early afternoon, he was pulling her to himself, doing all of that in the bed. The moment he gets a chance with Blue Ava and nobody is looking, Yemi is going to do what he's going to do. Whether anybody's looking he's still going to do what he's going to do with the other girl he wants to do it with absolutely no regard to Khosi or Khosi's feelings. And then when asked about it, he's going to pretend and say, oh, I'm not flirting with anybody. I'm not pursuing anybody. I'm not doing anything. Like so. Watch this video.
But that still doesn't mean you can flirt with people.
Saying I'm not flirting. I respect you saying flirt.
Don't even start smiling.
You don't smile every time. What is wrong with you?
No, you don't smile every time.
Of course he lied. Of course he was always gonna lie. She was very clear. This doesn't mean that you get to flirt with other girls and you get to do stuff. Flirt with who? What are you talking about? Have you seen me flirting with anybody? I've never. The lie. The lie is always instant. It's the need to lie again and again. When she said stop smiling, she was right, because he was smiling because he knew he was lying. He knew he was lying. And you would think a Khosi would have the good sense to excuse herself from this mess. But no, if anything, Khosi yesterday evening dug herself deeper, embarrassed herself. Ah, God, in ways that really, really just made me pity her. Like, what I felt for her really was pity. I can't understand why Khosi felt the need to approach Blue Ava. If your guy comes out to a pool party, spends time with you or not, and decides to go make a beeline to the girl that you and him are having issues about, why are you going there? He used his legs and he walked there. Why are you going there? What are you going there to do? Khosi went there and said to Yemi, I want to speak to you. Now you get to that place, Yemi is holding her, Blue Ava, and Blue Ava is holding him, as you can see, or as you will see in this video.
They talking to the other person, but for you to be like holding him, like she's coming.
No, he
back.
was holding me, honey.
You were holding each other.
Thank you for putting it there.
Yeah, but like when I came, I felt like when I said I need to speak to you, I felt like you were really just like,
Because he was...
the attitude was like, it really seemed like when I came, did it feel like I was attacking you?
Yeah, it did. Like, it was like, okay, he just got here, and then you saw him come to me, and then you're like, oh, okay, let me fetch
But
my man,
Let
honey.
me tell you, let me
fetch my man, honey.
what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with what?
Someone fetching their man.
Nothing.
Okay,
Because their
so
man is
then-
after me, so I don't know.
So the man, should we get him here?
I don't care.
No,
Like,
no.
No.
But here's the thing.
No. I don't want to be in the circle or
Listen,
in
listen.
the...
No. This is not about being in a circle.
It is.
No,
It is. It is.
It really,
It is. No,
it
no,
really isn't.
Aha. So there's a lot of grabby and touchiness in that posturing between Yemi and Blue Ava. And Khosi thought it wise to walk there and tell Yemi, I need to speak with you. Well, I guess what she was trying to do is basically test loyalty. Like, if I come to you right now in that space with that girl and say, I need to speak to you, are you going to respect me as your girlfriend and pull yourself away from that embrace and walk with me? But that's an expectation you give to someone who deserves it. Someone who has treated you with respect. Someone you have a history of respect with, not a Yemi. Because with Yemi, there is no respect. Yemi has shown you over and over again that if he has to make a choice between respecting you and disrespecting you is what he is good to do. This is his go-to. This is his default. And you went there, and Khosi went there to receive a la. Ah, God. I was pained. Guys, I was pained for Khosi. I was so pained. Why did you go there? From there, she went into the bathroom, had tried to have a conversation with Yemi. Yemi, of course, was evasive, telling her she's making things messy. He was telling her that she's making things difficult. She's making things a thing. Why is she doing this? Blah, blah. And she was like, why didn't you come with me when I asked you to come with me? And if there's nothing between you and Ava, why is it that when I asked you to come with me, Ava felt very uncomfortable that I was asking you? Does she know I'm your girlfriend? Why is she holding on to you when your girlfriend wants to speak to you? These are questions she should not be asking Yemi, because obviously, the only reason Ava is acting that way is because Yemi has given her room to disrespect you. I don't know what women think when they approach. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing in that moment? Any moment you approach your man with another woman, first and foremost, his ego is not going to let him follow you like you are the boss of him. Yemi had his hands wrapped around the girl. The girl had her hands wrapped around him. Now, Khosi, his girlfriend, in that house, walks to him and says, Yemi, please, I need to speak with you. He has two things. He either has to prove that he loves you enough to respect your wanting to speak to him in that position, or he obviously doesn't love you enough and loves his ego a lot more than he does. And that is a Yemi, his ego. His ego means everything to him. So he's not going to unwrap his hands from a Blue Ava to follow you in that moment, because you are not the boss of him. And he needs to show Blue Ava that nobody bosses me around. No girl in this house can dictate to me who to hold or who not to hold. I don't owe her any loyalty. He needs to show all of that to Blue Ava in that moment. And that is why he did what he did. He continued. As a matter of fact, he even caressed her more right in front of Khosi. And when they got into the bathroom and the conversation ensued between them, where Khosi demanded to understand why he couldn't respond to her when she needed him to, as she needed him to. Of course, he gaslit her, told her she made a mess of it, told her she's making things difficult, told her she is the problem. That conversation spiraled into an after party conversation. Khosi, hey God, that is when you know that a person is pushing you to desperation points. Khosi felt the need to now have a conversation with Blue Ava. She said to her, did you feel like I was attacking you when I came to speak to my boyfriend? I just needed to speak to my boyfriend because I felt like when I said to him that I needed to speak to him, you wrapped your hands tighter around him. And Blue Ava said, no, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with you saying you want to speak to your boyfriend, but he was with you and he just came to me, and soon after he came to me and he was holding me, you came, like you came to get your man. You came to get your man. And she was like, what's wrong if he's my man? What's wrong with me getting my man? And then Ava said to her, the fact is, your man is coming for me. Lord have mercy. Shebi na wetin you wan hear be that. Oh, lo. Is that not what you want to hear with your ears? Is it not what Khosi wants to hear? Hear Blue? Because I don't understand why women go to the other woman. What was that conversation about? Khosi even wanted to deteriorate further by saying that they should call Yemi and this should be an open conversation and she should ask Yemi in front of a Blue. I said, no, stop that. I'm not going to be in the midst of your circle. I'm not going to do that. Stop that. No. No, you can't pull me into that kind of shit. I am not going to be in your circle. Conversation gravitated to bedroom. Khosi started the conversation again in the front of Meli, Sandra, and the rest. And Blue Ava was just there, catching her fun, feeling herself. The person who felt embarrassed was Khosi. Blue Ava like, well, if your man wants me, I don't know. I don't care what you guys have. I don't give a damn what you guys have. Oh my God. I was asking myself, oh. Khosi, why put yourself in this position? Why do this? Why have you put yourself in this position? Why? Like women, you guys need to understand this thing. Anytime you approach a woman who your guy or your man has brought into your space, you're going to get insulted. Period. Anytime you are going to get insulted because you don't have any business with that woman. If you're being honest and logical with yourself, you should know that you don't have a business with the other woman. If your man is going out to cut relationships and experiences and time and affection and everything with other women, he is going out. If other women are approaching your man, seeking for his attention, his time, seeking a relationship with him, and he is granting them audience, he is entertaining that attention, the problem is your man. It's never the other woman. Whether he's going out to the other woman or whether the other woman is making advances at him, the problem remains the man. Because you as a woman, for example, I'm a woman, right? There are guys that I would like, there are guys that would like me. But if I'm in a relationship, I do not pursue relationships with guys that I like. I might see them, I might like them, but I make no advances. I do not pursue relationships with a guy or guys that I see and I like. I do not give them any kind of green light. I do not encourage any kind of conversation. And I get a lot of attention from men, a whole lot of attention. But I ensure that I manage every attention I get and keep it respectful. I keep it respectful all the time. If I'm in a relationship, I keep it respectful. It has to be. So it's me who would entertain or choose not to entertain certain things. It has to be me who regulates what comes into my life and what I go out to. So my man shouldn't have to be having conversations with men who are trying to be with me. But why do women always feel the need to do that? Feel the need to have a conversation with a woman who's trying to be with your man, or a woman who your husband is stepping out on you, or your partner or your boyfriend is stepping out on you to be with. Why are you having a conversation with the woman? You are dating a grown adult. He has his agency fully intact. He has his will fully intact. So when you stoop so low as to have a conversation with a woman who doesn't know you, who doesn't owe you jack. She owes you nothing, no loyalty, nothing. She owes you, whether she knows you're there in a relationship or not, she owes you nothing. As long as your man is entertaining her, then he's welcoming her advances, or he's approaching her with his advances. She doesn't owe you anything. The person who owes you something is your man. Why would Khosi go and initiate a conversation with Blue Ava? The only thing that comes out of conversations like that is insults. That is it, period. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, after the conversation, Yemi tried to have a conversation with her, tried to find out what conversation she had with Blue Ava, and she was like, yeah, since you're not going to talk to me, since you're not going to be real with me, I had to have a conversation with the girl. You're pursuing other girls. And Yemi's like, I'm not pursuing anybody. And she said to him, will you tell Blue Ava that? Will you come with me right now and tell Blue Ava, I am not interested, or I am not intending to pursue a relationship with you? Of course, Yemi declined. Of course, he would not do that. But of course.
I'm asking you, can I speak to you? You're holding on to them. I look like a fucking clown.
Listen. I was gonna call. I was gonna.
No. If you with me and you with another woman, because not like you're discussing some business deals, like you're trying to make some millions. It's not anything like that. If I say I want to speak to you, you can walk away right there and then. If you had people saying to you, Khosi, you have real people with real intentions towards you, why are you chasing a man who's chasing another woman?
Said that to me. I'm not pursuing no one.
Do you want to go tell her that? Do you want to go tell her that? Do you want to? No. Yes or no?
Let me talk, yeah?
Yes or no?
Do you want me to talk?
No. I don't.
You want me to talk?
No, I want you to answer me. Are you gonna go tell her that you're not pursuing her?
Babe, you're making this whole situation a mess already.
Yes or no?
This whole situation is a mess already.
What did she expect? Of course he would not. But let me bust your bubble. The part that killed me. Oh God. After Khosi had told him, you're making me out to look like a clown. People are saying to me, you're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful girl. People who are interested in my welfare are telling me, why are you pursuing a relationship with someone who's pursuing other girls? Like, you don't know how this makes me feel. She's expressing her feelings to Yemi right now. Everything coming out of his mouth, for me, shows that he doesn't really give a damn. Until Khosi makes mention of Miracle. Saying that Miracle is feeling her too. He wants to be in a relationship, and then he's feeling a certain kind of way with all of this drama. And that was all the out Yemi needed, because he switched the conversation. And Khosi, oh my God, allowed him do that shit to her. He switched the conversation. Yemi, in that conversation, got upset that Miracle is making advances at Khosi, that Khosi is welcoming those advances. Like, why would you? Why do you care what he feels? Why do you care how he feels? No, why? And then he went ahead to say that everybody, including Khosi, is enabling, hey God, is enabling Miracle's affections towards Khosi. Khosi said he cares about me. And then Yemi said, and I do not. Khosi said he loves me. Then Yemi laughed. He laughed at her. He laughed at her. Oh God. He laughed at her in the most mocking way possible. And I just said, why, Khosi? Why are you doing this to yourself? The only reason Khosi brought in the Miracle thing was to get a reaction out of Yemi. She wanted to get a rise out of him. She wanted to see him jealous. But it's all bullshit. Because the conversation on the table remains Blue Ava. And if he refuses to be responsible to you and to respond to you on that topic, stop trying to deflect to get feelings out of him. Because what did he do? He hampered on that deflection. The Blue Ava conversation ended. The conversation that was now the conversation became the Miracle conversation.
You so bothered? Why are you so... Listen, no, chill. Why the fuck are you so concerned about how he feels?
Because he cares about me.
And I don't?
See now everyone's like, caring for him. Like, I'm gonna be the bad guy here.
So, because Miracle did you a play and dedicated some love song shit to you, everyone is caring about him? Because he's proclaiming his love.
No,
Everyone, what the fuck is that?
because he loves me.
He loves you. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You're indulging him and they're all indulging him.
Yeah.
And you're bothered.
You wouldn't be bothered. You speak to whoever you want to, whenever you want to. You don't know how it feels like when someone does something like this. You don't know how it feels like that.
Yemi decided to act drama. He stepped out. Miracle and Khosi were in the box room. He went there and blew up. I feel disrespected by you, Miracle. I'm talking to my girl and you step out and you call her. For what? You could have waited for me. This is serious. You could have waited for me to finish speaking to her. No. You disrespected me. Blah, blah, blah. And look at Khosi. Khosi's trying to settle them. She's pulling Yemi aside, trying to talk to him in the bathroom, trying to calm him down and everything. And then Yemi goes up to the bedroom, still in performance mode, acting drama. Starts to say he had a one-on-one conversation with Miracle, and Miracle told him that Yemi told her that Khosi told him that herself and Yemi are not in a relationship. She doesn't feel him like that, and there's nothing going on between them. So he felt the leeway to step in. So he was like, oh, so I'm not stupid. Something's going on there. This, that. Yemi is now upset. But it's all a freaking act. There is no anger, and he knows that there is no weight in the things he's getting upset about. He is just deflecting. And the deflection worked because Khosi danced to that deflection. The Miracle topic became the issue. She was even saying to Yemi, oh, okay, let's go downstairs and ask him then. I never said that kind of thing to him. Let's go. You are now defending yourself to someone who has no respect for you. Someone who flirts with girls everywhere you turn before your very eyes. You are now defending your own self. You who has done nothing. You who has consistently come to that relationship with your hands, all your aces on the table. You told this guy, I have a relationship for this number of years. I have this person outside the house. You have kept your slate clean. You have been honest from day one. Now you are the one who's been gaslit into defending yourself when you are the one who was offended. And so when they call these people Yoruba D's, you see this Yoruba D's, it's not for nothing. It is not for nothing, my guys. If you understand manipulation in its worst format, you would understand who Yemi is. And the Yemis of this world never stop. They never end it. The only way to end such situations is not to play their game, guys. Girls, do not play their game. Eject from that game. Eject, and never give these men, these kinds of men, the justification of ever seeing you get into an altercation with any of the women they choose to do anything with. Whether these women come to them, whether they go to these women, never there is a justification. You see, the men who do these things, they love it when women fight over them, when there are rifts between women over them, when women are struggling to, everybody is trying to oust this other person, everybody is trying to be the more important person. They love that attention. It's all attention for them. It serves one purpose, attention. And it doesn't matter who is getting hurt. It doesn't matter how badly that you're getting hurt. As long as that attention is coming through, they are good. They are fine. So never do it. Never accost the other woman. Never have a conversation with her. Never even nurse feelings of distaste. Try and suppress it. Try and understand the situation that, no, this person hasn't hurt me because I've had people do what this person is doing. If it's the woman coming after your man, remember that you have had men come after you on the streets, in your office, in your inbox. You remember that you have had men come after you and you have done the responsible thing. So remember that the only reason this is happening in your relationship is because your partner has failed to do the responsible thing. And that is the only understanding relevant. Any other understanding that makes you center the girl in the situation in the middle and start having angst towards her and start trying to contact her and start trying to hurt her and start trying to talk with her, all that is rubbish. And I can assure you, if you go that route, you are going to get insulted. That is a guarantee. That much I guarantee you, you will get insulted. As Blue Ava ridiculed Khosi yesterday. That relationship between Khosi and Yemi is toxic as hell. And I promise you, Yemi is never going to stop. If you have a Yemi in your life, I assure you, he is never going to stop. This is the only way they function in relationships. Messy, dysfunctional. Their only way to function is dysfunctional in relationships. They are messy as hell. And if Khosi understood that when she ejected, she could have made for herself a fantastic time in this Big Brother Titans show solo. She could have really built her own personality, projected her own story, her own narrative. But for as long as she continues with Yemi, she's only going to be a pawn in Yemi's game. And the person who continues to be the star, the person who continues to win in this, the person who continues to be popular, the person who continues to drive conversations all around him is Yemi. Yemi would always be the one on the top of this. All these girls, pawns. But what I pray, I am really praying for a massive twist. I wish that Blue Ava can sink her claws into Yemi and then turn around to do exactly what Yemi is doing to Khosi, to Yemi, right in that same house. That is the drama that I have paid for. I mean, that will be the drama that I have my money on this season. If I get to see that happen, because I need a girl as crazy and as manipulative as a Yemi to show Yemi how this job is done. Because men think that they are great at this thing, but trust me, when women who know how to do this thing, people like Yemi get reduced to their knees. So I'm hoping that Blue Ava is that girl in this season. But we can only hope, we can only wish, we can only write our own narratives out here. It's a reality show, and these housemates are going to play out their lives the way that they like it. For me, it is fingers crossed. And let's see how much more of this Khosi can take, what happens in the future as the days go by. And I shall come back here and carry on with you. But for now, this is a wrap on the Khosi Yemi situation from me. Thank you guys for coming to my A Series Talk on a Series View. And until our next edition, for now, it's bye. I love you. Enjoy your Friday. Take yourself somewhere sweet, okay? Have a great weekend. Bye.